Listen to me very carefully, my gorgeous Aquarius. What am I about to say is really, really important. On the 11th, 12th, 13th and the 14th of November, you are going to become aware of an opportunity which is going to literally change your life. The opportunity I'm talking about happens once in the lifetime. And the reason why this opportunity is coming up for you is because you, my gorgeous Aquamarini, it's already going through such an important transformation, such an important process, such an important progress in your life. There was so much, that you've already been through. And as we speak right now, you're already going through something so important, especially when it comes to the actual change. And you know it, you feel it, you can tell exactly what am I talking about. As I said, my gorgeous Aquamarini, this is an opportunity that is literally an opportunity of your lifetime. I do not need you to say to literally go for it. Especially when it comes to the last 3 days of November, you are going to have one of the biggest turnarounds of your lives. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Aquamarini, and it's for November 2022. When it comes to the actual numerology, your number is 0. It means that you are about to, your life is about to change from the very 1st of November. Things are going to start feeling completely different. You're going to be able to reflect on certain things in your life from a completely different angle. And I'm talking about the things that have been bothering you, that have been making you feel negative and sad and even depressed at times. You are going to see this in a completely different light. And even more so, and precisely the 4th of November and the actual 14th of November, again, you will know exactly what to do, and you will know exactly which specific situation I'm talking about, involving somebody else and involving other people in your life that was so worrying you. And now you will realize that this is not such a problem anymore. And this is because subconsciously you're already understanding, you're already kind of fully aware of things subconsciously. But that in itself, it's only going to come to the surface on the 21st of December. Yes, I said December, on the 21st of this December, when things are going to start changing for you, oh my God, full on. Not only the month of November, it's going to be a mind-blowing when it comes to a really big adventure. You're about to have a really big adventure this month. It's not only about the actual November, but it's just literally going to continue towards the month of December, and you will see exactly what I mean again. So going back to the actual numerology and the meaning of a number 0 when it comes to this month, my gorgeous Aquamarini, it's just basically from the very first of the actual November, something is going to be on your mind quite a lot. You need to understand, and this is going to be highlighted on 1st and the 2nd. And when I say that something is going to be on your mind quite a lot, you will just really want to explore something. You will want to investigate something. You will want to find out a little bit more, a little bit further. And this is going to reflect on the situation that you have already been thinking about very intensely, especially over the last 15, 16, 17 days. That was on your mind quite a lot. So you have already come across the certain elements of that, of course, but it's just now the things are going to go on the whole next level for you. You need to pay attention to these feelings, my gorgeous Aquamarinis. You need to pay attention to these emotions from the beginning of the actual November, especially when it comes to your own reflection on what's inspiring you. What do you want to do? What makes you feel excited? What makes you feel alive? This is the month where on one hand you are going to be working on yourself quite a lot, and you do know and you do need to understand that if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't work on yourself, it's going to be very difficult to reflect on so many aspects of your life indeed. The more you love yourself, the more you're going to be able to love others. The more you love yourself, the more respect you're going to get. The more you love yourself, the more respect you're going to gain. And at the same time, you're going to attract something absolutely mind-blowing into your life in terms of the actual opportunity, which I'm going to be talking about a bit more at the which I'm going to talk about a bit more in a little while. So this is going to happen on the 11th. There is going to be very important opportunity you're going to have indeed. But now it's just basically about you really kind of finding out which part of your life do you want to explore. And that in itself, by the 7th of November, it's about to show you a clear direction. So it's not only about, oh my God, you're feeling really good, you're feeling really optimistic, you're feeling really positive. It's going to be impossible for you to ignore that aspect of your life. But even more so, by the 7th of November 2022, you are going to actually have a clear direction how you want your life to be. There is something that you're going to feel by the 13th of November, and that in itself is going to shed so much a light where there was a darkness around you, where you thought that there was a darkness, and now you're just going to realize pure, gorgeous, beautiful sun indeed. So it's not about only like from the beginning of November, like what you feel like to explore and what makes you feel excited. Let me tell you, this is not going to come out of the blue. Do you know what I mean? It's just something that was already on your mind, remembered for the last 15 to 16 days quite intensely. But it's just that the month of November is just going to start changing energy in the best possible way. For you, this is going to work absolutely brilliantly, because by the end of this month, you are coming back home to yourself. You're coming back home to yourself. You're already going through specific changes, and you know, I know that you know what am I talking about. You're already going through these certain changes. You already have been thinking how much you want to change your life. You already have been thinking about the certain aspects, how unhappy you feel, but you were already aware of the certain people, maybe energies and entities that have been contributing towards you feeling stuck and towards you feeling negative. So now, my gorgeous Aquamarini, it's not that you're only doing something about it. That process already started. I really hope this is not too confusing. So it's not only like, you know, your life is about to turn into like an adventure, honestly. Or the whole month of November, I see it like a one big adventure, but it's not only about that. This is going to make you feel so optimistic this month and so enthusiastic that you are about to heal yourself as well. And that healing process is going to give you also an opportunity to work on some kind of addiction. There is an important addiction that you need to work on, and now you're going to have an opportunity again to deal with it with a snap of a finger. And that addiction in itself is going to be quite evident, especially on the 24th, 25th and the 26th of November 2022. And so this is going to be remarkable for you. And I'm saying that this is going to be remarkable for you because you're going to have more energy and courage in order to deal with that aspect of your life. And by then, something is actually going to take place and something is going to happen, and you are going to become fully aware of that. Now it's time to deal with a certain addiction. You have to. I'm not saying like to cut it out completely, but slowly but surely, you know, as long as you're aware of it, as long as this becomes obvious, you're already like, my Lord, like a halfway day, literally. So from the beginning of this month, it's not only about an adventure. I mean, it is great because you really do need this in your life. This is almost like, on one hand, it's bringing you a break this month, but on another hand, things that you're going to come across and things that are going to inspire you, this is going to start giving you a new life, literally. And you know, also on another hand, it's not about an adventure and enthusiasm. This is actually going to, listen to me. I know I talk a lot, and it's like even my Plantini agrees. You know, my Plantini is saying, yes, he talks too much. Sorry, darling. Yeah, but it's just not only about an adventure and enthusiasm, but it's also about the fact that this is going to actually in turn like into a clear direction in your life, how you want your life to be. This is also going to start the progress, and you are going to realize quite interesting opportunity as well. And the opportunity that I'm talking about, it's also to do with your own development. At around the 22nd of November, it's about the opportunity also. This opportunity is really important important when it comes to where you are right now, and when it comes to you moving on with life, and when it comes to you doing the right thing or choosing the right things in terms of your own progress. So on the 2nd of November, for the love of God, you have to make an important move. And even if you don't understand which move I'm talking about on the 22nd of November, you will know by then what am I talking about. This is the natural progress of your life. We all need to be moving on. We all need to be changing. Do you know what I mean? Like every single day we learn something new, and every single day the new things that we learn like kind of reflect on every single experience that we have and that we've had in our life, because our knowledge is growing, and through our knowledge our wiseness is growing, our understanding on things. So yes, in October we could be thinking in one particular way, but by the end of this November we can have the whole new way of thinking with so many different aspects of your life. So this is the time that needs to pass by the 22nd of November. So then and there you will know exactly which step do you need to make in terms of your own progress, in terms of your own development. And that particular thing, it's going to give you so much strength, so much confidence. It's gonna make you feel so powerful, you know, in terms of you feeling absolutely full of like this confidence that you need at this stage in your life. And also, my gorgeous Aquamarini, there is going to be an important conversation that you're gonna have with somebody, and you're not gonna like this conversation because almost like, you know, you need to sort something out. And this is somebody in your life, like a family member or a partner or someone, you know, you need to sort something out. You know, it's somebody who you know really, really well, but there is an ongoing issue going on when it comes to that particular person, and you're gonna need to let know something that person, you know, and this is gonna happen at around the last 11 to 12 days of November. So you're gonna become aware of this specific person in your life that you need to speak to, and that person means to you a lot. I'm telling you, I'm talking about a family member or your partner, but you need to kind of tell them something, you need to make them something aware, you need to let them something know, but you're really worried whether you're gonna like offend this person or not. I think that you're worried whether you're gonna hurt this person, but all you need to remember is to be honest. You have to be honest completely, and everything is going to be absolutely fine. This is gonna work for you so miraculously, my gorgeous Aquamarini, because it's something that you're so worried about. Say something to someone, let them something know, make them aware of something. It's perhaps something that you have done, and then you have done maybe that behind the back of this particular person, but it's nothing like a vicious or vile or anything like that. It's just something that you had to do in order to protect that particular person. But that particular person that I'm talking about is quite sensitive, and that you're worried that that person is not going to be able to understand where you're coming from. You're worried that they're going to understand this from a completely different angle, and that they might attack you in a certain way, like, why did you do this? But you know what, the more direct, when that conversation comes up, you need to sort this out. Listen to me very carefully. You need to be straight, you need to be honest, and you need to explain yourself, and you need to explain your situation, and you need to explain exactly why you did this. Okay, and even if you become like a little bit emotional, it doesn't really matter. What is actually needed here is from you to be as direct as possible. Because if you're holding just one little element of that back, no baby, no, you're only going to affect yourself. Because this is connected, my God, you know what I mean? This and that person, it's actually connected to I know it's going to sound crazy, but that particular person is connected to some kind of dream of your coming true. So you need to get this right, you know what I mean? I don't want to sound like Dark Lala, but there's nothing Dark Lalish about this. You're already aware of this, and even if you're not already aware of this, you are gonna be aware of this conversation that you're gonna need to have with this particular person, because you're gonna need to sort something out. And this is important, as I said, because it's gonna be so beneficial for you when it comes to your finances, financial situation, and the big part of your dream, like my gorgeous Aquamarini, a big part of your dream, it's actually about to come through when it comes to this, you know. And I know that you have been worrying about this so much. So this also has elements of like you, oh thank God, you know, realizing that it's not too bad, it wasn't as bad as you thought. So it's going to be absolutely brilliant, but you just need to be as direct as possible. You need to be as sharp as possible. You must not hold anything back, and you're going to be absolutely fine. Not only that this is going to like really reflect on things that you are going to get later on, you may not not even be able to be aware of this right now, because there are very secret little elements connect to it in terms of you getting some kind of a gift, and this being connected to finances as well. Your financial situation is actually going to become so much better after that moment in time. So it's not only about your dreams slowly coming through that situation, but at the same time this is going to lead towards an ultimate happiness indeed. And also, my gorgeous Aquamarine, you are going to become aware of the actual a bit of a tower situation in November, and this tower situation that you're going to become aware of, it's a lot to do with an unfortunate situation that it's actually going to happen to someone else, people who you are aware of, people who you know, but then at the same time there is no emotional connection in between you and these people, but it's still kind of going to affect you, and you're still going to look at someone's situation like a group of people this month, and this is going to really get you, and it's going to affect you even if you don't know these people, and it's going to affect you in such a way like where you're going to worry, oh my god, I feel so sorry for them, blah blah blah, and type of things like that. So you're going to be aware of somebody else's like tower situation, but this in itself, it's really kind of gonna make you aware of the fact that you need to be smart here. You need to be smart here, and it's and in terms of the actual really wise choice, you're gonna become aware of a really wise choice that you are going to make, and the certain things that you do not want to do and do not want to start or create in your life, because you will be able to use some kind of situation that these people have been through. So this is going to be so wise for you to kind of make you aware what not to do, but at the same time it's also going to make you aware of a wise choice that you are going to need to make. And that particular wise choice that you are going to make, you will not know this, but it's going to bring you one of the biggest reasons for celebration, especially when it comes to April 2023. Yes, I said April 2023. Then and there you're going to have a lovely, gorgeous, amazing, ooh la la baby celebration because of this wise choice that you are going to make. Really wise in so many different ways indeed. And one more thing I was going to say, my gorgeous Aquamarine, this month, especially when it comes to at around the 17th of November, you are going to find yourself like feeling ridiculously creative, and you're going to be like kind of you're going to be doing something that you really enjoy, that you really love, and you're going to be rediscovering so much about yourself through this beautiful energy that you are going to be able to benefit from. But at the same time, at around the 17th of November, at the time when you're so creative, it depends what gets you going, it depends what you feel like doing, it depends what you normally do when you feel ridiculously creative. On one hand, you're gonna have so much energy, like, oh my god, but on another hand, you are just gonna decide to kind of use this energy, project this energy towards something that you love doing, which is natural, of course. But what am I trying to say here? That there is going to be like a very so let's say you love plants, and you feel so energetic and this and that, or finally I'm gonna move all my plants about, I'm gonna water my plants, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and you're enjoying yourself, you're moving your plants around, you're enjoying yourself, you're creating this very specific, very unusual and very sacred energy. At the same time, it makes us, sorry darling, it makes us all like a kind of really wise and extremely open, and there is so much that it comes to us. The bottom line is that you are going to have a really psychic and rather intuitive message, and the psychic and intuitive message, it's going to be like the part of your vision, This is gonna so on one hand it's going to be psychic and intuitive message, and then it's going to become like a vision. Okay, and this vision that you are going to have, look at this vision that you are going to have, my gorgeous Aquamarine. What is this vision going to be about? Let's just see. What is this vision going to be about, my gorgeous Aquamarine? Oh my lord, this vision, at the same time, this vision, it's going to be like a sign as well. What you have a vision about, it's going to be a very strong sign at the same time that you have to be patient. You have to be patient, and you have to be patient. Normally, this would put you off when it comes to this, but at the same time, this is that vision. It's on one hand, going to make you aware of like a people who you can trust, people who you can't trust, because you've got a bit of a moon here. So it's going to make you aware of the people who you can trust, people who you can't trust, but at the same time somebody who you can trust. It's also going to be on your mind, and it's going to like kind of remind you of what somebody actually said to you not that long ago, somebody who you really look up to, spiritually. And at the same time, that vision, it's almost like kind of going to make you fully aware of the certain elements about your life that you weren't aware of, and now that is just going to point you towards the right direction. What exactly do you need to do in terms of the actual success? Indeed, like, oh my god. So now my gorgeous Aquamarini, when it comes to the actual nutrition and things like that, I highly recommend you what I recommended you last time as well. It is very important for you to take a natural vitamin D3, which is going to re-energize you. It's going to boost your immune system, but it's also at the same time going to be ridiculously important to take for your sensitive bones. So I would highly recommend you to take a natural vitamin D3, which is here. Of course that I've got my own supplements, and these are different, these are special, they're without any horrible ingredients, they're often exceptional quality, and they're suitable for vegetarians and vegans and everyone. So vitamin D3 in combination with the actual zinc picolinate. You see zinc picolinate, these two are absolutely mind-blowing when it comes to boosting your immune system, but also it's going to be super beneficial for your skin, hair and nails. And the third thing, you know, that what am I going to recommend you, it's organic chlorella to detoxify metals from your body. Primarily the metals are absolutely everywhere. I did tell you about it before. Whether you believe this or not, it's entirely up to you. The dangerous metals are in the sky, okay, in the air, in the soil, in the ground, in the plants. They're absolutely everywhere, so we need to do something about it. And organic chlorella, it's brilliant because it's going to help you to detoxify these metals. It's rich in protein, vitamins, minerals, and it's also rich in omega-3 essential fatty acids which our body cannot produce by itself, but it's super essential when it comes to our mind, our memory, and these particular body functions as well. So organic chlorella is a must. These vitamins you can buy within the description below, or you can simply go on Google, and just type in like Sasha Bonasin vitamin, and you will see my page come up that way. And if you are on any other medications, if you are pregnant, if you are breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. So now my gorgeous Aquamarini, when it comes to the first dates, now the 2nd and the 3rd of first of all, the 1st of November, you will be able to notice notice the different feeling, different energy and different vibration. And from the moment you wake up, the very first thing in the morning on the 1st of November, the very first thing in the morning, as soon as you wake up, something is going to be on your mind, something that you were worrying so much because it's the certain decision that you made not that long ago, and you already start with like a kind of like with that decision, you know, the decision is already in progress, but it was worrying you and confusing you because you were thinking, oh my god, I don't know if I did the right thing, I'm not too sure, I just don't know, this is all crazy, blah blah. No baby, no, you did the right thing. So you're gonna have a confirmation, and you're not going to be able to explain where this is coming from on the very 1st of November 2022, and that in itself is going to help you to put your mind to rest, to relax, chill out, and you will see how much of the negative energy was holding you down up until that moment in time, because you're going to feel so pleased about yourself. But also it's a lot to do with you trusting your spirit and the trusting your intuition when you made this decision. So this is going to be brilliant. On the 2nd and the 3rd of November, you know, you are going to have a really kind of an interesting message here and information, and that interesting message and information that you are going to have, it's going to make you like kind of aware something very special about yourself, what you have in terms of like being ready for something, in terms of being absolutely superb, like superbly ready for something. You will realize that you have everything you possibly can in order to make like a really big move and really big step in your life. But what is going to actually surprise you is that there is an element of all this happening. Sorry. There is an element of all this happening like much sooner and much earlier. So this is going to surprise you, but you must not let this put you off. What you need to understand, this is going to really kind of point towards the new project, you know, new venture. And this in itself, you know, on one hand, it's like almost as if like you are really a lot working on yourself while you're doing this, okay? So it's a lot like elements of you working on yourself at the same time, because you wanted this for a while and you know that this is going to pave the path for your own happiness. So it's all about like a new project, venture, and you know, like a bit of it's a lot to do with your own skill. But at the same time, what you're doing right now, you are making your dream real. And this is absolutely brilliant, because it's going to give you so much determination and so much, you know, you're going to feel really excited and extremely optimistic. But what you're not going to understand at this moment in time, that you're already planting a spiritual seed. You're already giving a birth to some kind of new creation, which is going to lead towards you living a new life as well. The life of happiness, excitedness, you know, and things like that. So you are going to be kind of like pretty much so driven by your feelings and your emotions as well. On another hand, my gorgeous aquamarine, what else I was going to recommend you sorry, would be this absolutely beautiful red jasper. A red jasper, I've got cocos hair like literally everywhere. This beautiful red jasper, my gorgeous aquamarine, it's like absolutely amazing, because it's brilliant to actually wear this crystal every single time when we want to boost our energy a little bit, when we want to come out ourselves a little bit, and when we want to connect to those things in life that we should be connecting at this stage, at this moment, because sometimes there is so much going on, and very often we put ourselves as like at the end instead of putting ourselves at the beginning, which is natural and normal in certain circumstances, especially like when we are dealing with people that maybe are like, you know, that are so important to us, your children maybe, and things like that, which is absolutely normal. But if you don't take care of yourself, for example, which November should be all about, you know, no one is going to be able to take care of yourself like you are going to be able to take care of yourself, you know, because at the same time it needs to come from you in order to make the best possible progress in life. Red jasper, it helps you almost instantly. You put it on and it raises your vibration, it raises your energy, but at the same time it really kind of makes you to think almost immediately about your passion, things that you should be doing, you know, and progressing at this stage. So this is something that I really highly recommend you. And this gorgeous red jasper comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous aquamarine, you're also supporting my channel as well, so thank you. The second important date is going to be on the 11th of November, and I like this because on the 11th of November, first of all, you're going to realize that you will see exactly what I mean. You're going to realize, oh my god, I'm becoming braver, you know, and you're going to be thinking about your resilience. You're going to be thinking about a certain experience that made you feel this way, and it's all about you becoming aware how that you are growing stronger, and that in itself, it's already going to provide you with a rather fresh perspective. And this fresh perspective that I'm talking about, it's also going to be consisting of the facts like you're going to have a lot on your mind, how you are rare and how you are free, how you are unique, and there are not many like you. And that in itself, it's even more so going to make you feel even more grounded in terms of like your understanding that now there is no need to fear, okay? And just this is going to remind you how powerful you are. On the 11th of November, you're also going to become aware of a very unusual and bizarre sign. This sign is going to be very strange, but only you are going to be able to connect to this sign through the synchronicity, and and you will be able to understand it and to feel it. And that sign, it's also going to make you aware that very soon after that moment in time, whether you become aware of this sign or not, you are going to become aware of a very important, huge, absolutely fantastic opportunity. This opportunity is instantly going to elevate you. It's instantly going to make you feel excited. You're instantly going to become aware of how much your life is going to change, but it's also going to bring you so much hope and so much happiness. I'm talking about the opportunity that is literally going to change your life, and you will know that this opportunity doesn't happen all the time, and it doesn't happen to everyone. You have been working very, very hard for this, but also at the same time, in terms of emotions, you've been doing the right decisions in order to be showered with this absolutely wonderful spiritual energy that you're going to become aware of. So this opportunity, it's like going to be the opportunity of your lifetime. It's going to instantly make you aware of this. It's to do with the hope and inspiration that you are going to have, but it's also going to make you aware of that. You know, it's not only about the opportunity. You are going to be able to make a choice now, like full on, the choice that you've made so difficult for such a long time, because at the same time, this is all going to come through your own vision, that this is what you need to do. That's the one final push that you need to make, especially when it comes to an aspect of your life that made you feel like too restricted for way too long. It was affecting you, and it was like kind of making you to be someone else, because you have found yourself in a rather strange and unusual energy, and that now you're coming out of it. So you are, through your own vision, gonna understand that that opportunity is connected, spiritual domino, baby, and it's all about like you knowing it's the one final push to make, and that's something that you're gonna find challenging, but you are going to be absolutely fine indeed. The third important date, my gorgeous aquamarine, is going to be on the 25th of November. And before I go there, another cute thing that I would like to recommend you would be this absolutely gorgeous strawberry quartz. Strawberry quartz is beautiful, gentle, and absolutely remarkable when it comes to us going through changes in our lives. It promotes peace and tranquility, but also at the same time, it protects us. But on another hand, it helps us to express ourselves and to talk and to say the best possible thing. It's really, really cute the way it works, this gorgeous strawberry quartz. This is something I highly recommend you, and this also comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. The 25th of November, it's going to bring you a huge contemplation, and that contemplation is going to be about your ambition, it's going to be about your success, it's going to be about your finances, and at the same time, what you need to understand is you need to focus on your ambitions and on things that make you feel optimistic, and exactly what you need to focus on, those things that give you so much confidence when you think about your ambitions, and then at the same time you will realize that the worst is over. Something that was scaring you, the worst is over. Something that you were like kind of waiting for, some kind of outcome, something that was like kind of stuck in the process that made you feel a bit nervous. Now facing this situation, you are going to get a very interesting message, information, which is really going to surprise you when it comes to the certain aspect of your life. Something that you thought it came to an end, but no, baby, no. It's like to do with a certain comeback. It's the part of your life that you worked on, and then you lost yourself without that part of your life a little bit because there was no progress. So now this progress and this message is going to surprise you. Swift little change, but it couldn't have happened at a better time. We are talking about the spiritual domino here again, which is only going to bring you a fresh inspiration. It's going to bring you so much enthusiasm, and that enthusiasm is going to take over any fear or negativity, because this is all going to lead to what you wanted to explore and starting up something. And it's like, you know, at the same time, you are most importantly going to have a new opportunity and potential to prosper, but at the same time, it's to do with the beautiful gift that you have, what exactly you should be doing at this stage in your life. But at the same time, even more importantly, by the end of November, you will know exactly which steps to take. Okay, so now the first part of November, I can just tell you that there is some kind of knowledge that you will have, some kind of knowledge that you're going to become aware of, something crazy that is almost unbelievable, that you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe this is the truth, I can't believe this is happening type of thing. And at the same time, you need to share this knowledge to the people that means to you the most, okay? The mid part of this month, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you are going to have an inner strength, you know, and I like this, and confidence to make one of the most difficult choices of your life. And the last part of this month, just remember, this is what it all boils down to. It's like your blessing, it's coming, the new beginning, it's coming, the new stage, it's about to present itself to you. It's going to be so delicious that it's going to be impossible to ignore. It is going to really consist of you wanting to explore certain parts of yourself as well, but it's all gonna lead towards you just being aware of exactly what do you need to do next, or what I said before, exactly which steps to take. And this is going to be very exciting for you indeed. So now, my gorgeous Aquamarini, sorry, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationship. Now, to those of you in relationship, you need to work on a certain problem. There is something that you need to move on from. This is very important, okay? So there is a certain problem that you're going to need to sort out when it comes to the couples. But in order to sort out this problem, you both need to move on from the certain situation, okay? This is very, very important indeed, because by moving on from the certain situation, you're not only going to protect both of you, but you're also going to protect your finances. Okay, and you also need to sort out and work on the finances. Something is going on with the finances and you need to kind of work on this. You need to sort this out, okay? Important indeed. And also, when it comes to those of you that are single and ready to, hello my darling, for those of you who are single, no baby, no, this is not going to be the month when you're going to find the love of your life. I'm really sorry. There is so much spiritually that it's actually going to be going on, and even more so, you need to kind of be honest with yourself first. So far you haven't been ready, maybe, you know, like pretty much so to let someone really special into your life, but there is something that you need to be completely honest with yourself. There is a certain change that you need to make, and in order to let someone into your life, there is a specific change that you first need to make, and that change was almost like kind of like really slowing you down, and at the times was like kind of making you to fight with yourself. So this is because you haven't been honest with yourself fully or completely, or you have been waiting for someone really specific to return. No baby, no, I wouldn't, okay? So first of all, this month, by the end of November, you're gonna realize, like, it's like, why do you have to be honest with yourself, and which decision do you need to make? And this decision is gonna really boil down to you, towards you, like really changing your life and changing a certain direction, like where you go to and what you do. This is all going to boil down to you making the necessary change, which is going to kind of make a really mind-blowing impact into your life when it comes to someone kind of coming in. So it's not going to happen this month, but what you're going to do and what you're going to realize about a new start and the beginning, this is the stage that it's actually going to start already happening for you, in terms of a little manifestation already happening. And that person who is about to walk into your life, it's going to be evident in December 2022 and January 2023. So it's not going to be that long, but I'm afraid now you need to work on yourself, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Everything else is going to come naturally. Okay, my gorgeous Aquamarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.